Hey everybody, it's Austin Ward with Lettermen Row. Welcome back to a BuckIQ. We've got Zach Bourne, so that means we're probably talking a little defense. Now, only one guy that's really firmly established in that starting lineup, in my opinion, at this point, Zach, and that's Malik Harrison in the outside spot. Got a little bit taste of that experience last year, flashed some athleticism. What have you seen from this guy that tells you he could be a game breaker for Ohio State?
Yeah, I think he kind of fills that Jerome Baker role that we've seen the past couple years in Ohio State defense. Just his athleticism, the way he gets the ball, his playmaking ability. When you take a blow to the linebacking core, you need a playmaker to step in, and I think that's why we're going to see Malik Harrison be so successful this year and be put into positions where he can really help this defense become one of the best in the country.
Just had some limited opportunities off the bench last season, expected to do a lot more. But we're going to look back and break down some of that stuff that he did that is showing so much potential for Ohio State. So let's roll that film. All right, so Zach, this first clip here, there was concern going into the Michigan State game. Neither Jerome Baker or Chris Worley played, but Ohio State rolls Malik Harrison out there in one of those spots, and this was in the first quarter on the first or second drive of the game, and instantly goes in and makes a play.
It was. I think this was kind of his coming out party, so to speak, where really no one knew what to expect coming from this kind of nickel Sam position. But you see Malik Harrison come here, and you see how athletic he is, beating a running back in pass protection off the edge. Obviously, Little Bosa is pressuring the quarterback, but still, you see how quick Malik Harrison is off the edge. The little swipe move that so many of the great linebackers have mastered. And then you see just his closing speed, right? You see coming from distance, he's able to close on the quarterback so quickly here.
In terms of the outcome, with Malik Harrison getting, the statistical credit and the individual attention, that you're going to see this in a couple of these plays, that there's a lot of other people doing good things. But I was just impressed, and you touched on it there, the speed that he showed coming off the edge right off the bat. I think that's what's got people excited about what he can do there. Just, watch him. He's not even lined up at the edge here.
Yeah, no, he's definitely coming from depth here. You see him, almost in that position where he's, playing his cover 8, which Ohio State is so known to do, is playing that cover 8 zone coverage. And he's coming here. It looks like he's not even going to come, but on the snap of the ball, he's so quick, coming from 5 yards depth, and be able to close on the quarterback and make this sack.
We move on, this was actually earlier in the year, not quite the same situation, but he was still out there actually in the first quarter making plays against a little bit lesser opponent. But he's actually coming from a little bit different angle here, Zach.
Yeah, this is something you see is such a two-man game that is so successful for Ohio State over the years. Ryan Shazier and I used to do this all the time. I think it may have been because I was a little bit of a bigger guy, clear the way for him. But you see Jerome Baker here go first, and then you see Malik Harrison be able to cross the center's face, and especially when you go double A gaps with linebackers, the center's told that needs to set on one side because the running back's going to pick up the other. Well, here you can see the center definitely is going to set right, thinking that, hey, there's no way Harrison's coming back and following Jerome Baker in the opposite A. But he does, and he beats him right across the face, and you see how he beats him with speed. And obviously Jerome Baker, puts a great move on this running back, but Malik is athletic enough to get around, still use that strong rip that we saw with the running that he put on the running back on the last clip and be able to make this play on the quarterback.
I think that's what is so terrifying about Ohio State's front seven right now, Zach, as you see here, it's 3rd and 10, so it should be a rushman situation, but then you add in some of these athletic linebackers, and you can bring pressure with 6 or 7 guys that could get there in, half a second or 1 second, and what are you going to do with the football there?
Yeah, it's really hard. And you even look at these 6 guys, right, the down 6 essentially in this play. You look at the end of the play, all 6 of them are right on this quarterback, right? So you just see how talented they are up front. It doesn't matter, I know we're talking about Malik Harrison, but it doesn't matter who you are in this defense. It just shows the athleticism that you have from Nick Bosa to Draymond Jones to, there were some guys, Jalen Holmes last year, but these guys are just so athletic and rushing the quarterback that, 3rd and long, even 3rd in a longer medium, you're going to see these guys pin their ears back and be able to get to the quarterback.
Same thing happened at the end of the season in the Cotton Bowl down there against USC. And It's a similar situation even here, but this is 1st and 10 in Ohio State again. Now, why would you go? Are you expecting true pass if you show this, Zach? Or are there ways to defend the rush off this? It doesn't wind up making much difference here, but you're seeing this even on an early down.
Yeah, do you know what? You can defend the run off of it. Obviously, you look down here in the right-hand corner, it's 24/7, late in the game in the fourth quarter. So they're expecting, USC to come out and try and throw the ball and almost go in a modified 2-minute situation. And so that's where you see this is a huge blitz package for them. You even see the down linemen are a lot of the rushmen, right? Jalen Holmes, Sam Hubbard, Nick Bosa, Tyquan Lewis. These are their rushers, and you still see Jerome Baker and Malik Harrison in here in the middle being able to really put pressure on the quarterback. And what you see here is a little bit different, right? Jerome Baker gets taken by the center, at least try to, and the running backs come in to pick up Malik, but you still are able to see him be physical. We saw the athleticism. Well, now you're able to see him be physical, take on a block, come off of it, and still make this play and make the sack.
Yeah, I think it was the motor here. This is another play where a lot of other guys did something. Jerome Baker helps flush this out and into his lap a little bit, but he could give up here, right? I mean, the motor to keep going, that 4 to 6, A to B, they seem like the embodiment of it here.
It really is, and we've seen the past couple plays of his speed and the way he's able to rip past defenders. Well, here you're able to see him extend, take on a block. You see the extension. He gets the running back away from his body, and he's still able to play off of him, rip and shed, and be able to sack Sam Darnold.
So Ohio State will certainly be expecting to see that a lot. Malik Harrison there, pencil him in the starting lineup. At that linebacker unit where Zach Bourne once made his name with the Ohio State Buckeyes, at least briefly. So
briefly.
Yeah. Thanks for Zach to come in for one more BuckIQ. Hopefully you all learned something. I know I did. And we'll be breaking down Malik Harrison and the Buckeyes all year long on BuckIQ. Thanks.